The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Carter's daddy dream in jeopardy. Is Daphne facing an infertility battle? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers are teasing that Carter Walton's long-held dream of becoming a father may be facing a major roadblock. Just when Carter believes he's finally found the woman he wants to build a future with, troubling signs suggest that Daphne Rose could be headed toward a heartbreaking infertility struggle. As their romance heats up and wedding plans move forward at lightning speed, B&B may be setting the stage for an emotional curveball that tests their love like never before. Daphne has made it clear that motherhood is something she deeply desires, but not at any cost. She wants a child with a man who is fully committed to her, emotionally, mentally, and for the long haul. That's exactly why Carter's over-the-top devotion has meant so much to her. When Carter dropped to one knee and poured his heart out, it wasn't just a romantic gesture. It was his way of proving that he's all in and ready to give Daphne the family she dreams of. At the same time, Daphne is a modern woman with real concerns. She values her career, her independence, and the life she's worked hard to build. More than once, she's hinted that she worries she may not be able to have it all. That kind of dialogue rarely comes out of nowhere on a soap, and many fans are now wondering if those words were an early warning sign of trouble ahead. Carter, meanwhile, is envisioning a picture-perfect future. In his mind, marriage, a baby, and domestic bliss are all just around the corner. He's openly admitted how badly he wants to be a father, and lately, he's been doing everything possible to show Daphne just how serious he is. From emotional conversations to grand romantic gestures, Carter is leaving no doubt about his intentions. Spoilers for the week of January 12th to 16th suggest things will continue moving in a positive direction for the couple, at least on the surface. Carter and Daphne appear ready to dive headfirst into wedding planning, reinforcing the idea that their relationship is on fast forward. In fact, 2026 preview spoilers hint that this couple is racing toward the altar with one major goal in mind: starting a family as soon as possible. That's where things may start to unravel. Carter and Daphne's eagerness to have a baby feels almost too perfect, which in soap opera terms often means trouble is coming. The more B&B emphasizes their baby plans, the more likely it is that something will go wrong. Whether it's a shocking medical diagnosis or repeated failed attempts to conceive, the show seems to be laying the groundwork for a painful struggle. Daphne may have already dropped a subtle hint when she suggested that having a family might not be in the cards for her. At the time, it sounded like insecurity or fear, but in hindsight, it could be a clue pointing straight toward infertility issues. If Daphne does discover she can't conceive naturally, the emotional fallout could be devastating, especially now that Carter is being so vocal about his dream of fatherhood. One of the biggest fears Daphne may face is the idea that she's letting Carter down. Even though Carter has never pressured her, his excitement about becoming a dad could weigh heavily on her if pregnancy doesn't come easily, or at all. That internal guilt could create tension, self-doubt, and emotional distance, even if Carter remains supportive. Thankfully, Carter Walton is known for being both compassionate and solution-oriented. If Daphne's fears become reality, Carter may step up in a big way. He could reassure Daphne that their love and commitment matter more than biology and that there are many paths to becoming parents. This could open the door to powerful conversations about surrogacy, adoption, or other non-traditional routes to parenthood. Rather than tearing them apart, this storyline could become a true test of Carter and Daphne's bond. B&B may focus less on whether they can have a baby the traditional way and more on how they face adversity together. If handled well, this could be one of the show's most emotional and meaningful arcs in years. Of course, this is still a soap opera, so obstacles are inevitable. Miscommunication, outside interference, or even a surprise third party could complicate matters further. Daphne may struggle privately before opening up to Carter, or medical news could arrive at the worst possible moment, perhaps even during wedding planning or shortly after they tie the knot. Still, there's hope. Even if Carter's daddy dream is temporarily derailed, it doesn't have to be destroyed. Carter and Daphne could ultimately come out stronger, proving that family is about love, perseverance, and unity, not just biology. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers promise that Carter and Daphne will face unexpected curveballs as they move forward. Whether those challenges bring heartbreak, growth, or a new definition of family remains to be seen. One thing is certain, their journey toward parenthood won't be easy, but it could end up being incredibly powerful. Stay tuned, because this storyline may just tug at your heartstrings in ways you never expected.